Well, good morning and thank you so much for joining us. With Father's Day just a couple Sundays away, it's kind of time to start thinking of ways to show your appreciation. As with anything, it's always good to save some dough in the process. So our first guest today says it's time to roll out the dough, or the fondant. Here with a great recipe is Isela Howlett, certified baker with Cakes for Causes. Isela, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Having me.
Of course, it's always a pleasure, and you guys are always on our show, Cakes for Causes
Yes.
is. But for folks who may not know, can you remind us what you guys do?
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit organization, and we help other 501c3 nonprofits so they can use their funds for their causes instead of for the treats, and we give that to them free of charge.
I love that. And you guys are all over the place, like I said, and you've been baking recently for some events and for some organizations. Can you tell us what you've been up to?
Yeah, so we were helping with the Humane Society. We baked lemon bars and brownies, and with the Arizona homicide survivors, and we provided them with a whole bunch of treats for that.
Wow, beautiful. And you know, people, I'm sure those were delicious. I'm sure they enjoyed them, and they can see, I'm sure, all those pictures on your website too, all the projects that you guys have done. So, like I mentioned at the top, we'll be doing some Father's Day stuff, and there's some of those pictures I was mentioning. Lemon bars for Humane Society, those look tasty. Ooh, brownies too. So today, like I said, for Father's Day, we kind of want to think outside the box and into the oven. And we're going to make some Father's Day like little ties and cute things to put on top of cupcakes.
Yep. Yeah, so what we're going to do is work with some fondant and create some really cute things.
Yum,
so,
okay.
What we have in front of us, we have green and yellow, so pick your favorite color.
I like green,
Okay.
for sure.
I will go with yellow.
Variation.
And you have a roller in front of you.
Excellent.
And these have different settings, so if you want it thinner, you can use the pink guide. If you want it thicker, you can use the purple.
Ah, I see. And so for people who may not know, fondant is really what?
Yeah, so fondant is kind of like an edible Play-Doh. It is, you can buy it pre-bought from the store, or you can make it at home with a few simple ingredients.
Got it. I'm pretty terrible at this. You said you have some powdered sugar actually in case it sticks,
Yeah,
right?
so if it is sticking, you just put some powdered sugar underneath.
Okay.
And it'll prevent it from sticking.
Excellent.
And then once you have it rolled out,
Maybe you put too much. Oh well.
depending on what you have, if yours is large enough, you can use a cookie cutter and
Cool.
cut it out that way, or you can make sort of a stencil and do a tie that way.
I want to do that. Okay, so we just kind of put it on top, I'm assuming.
Yep,
right?
you're going to put it on top, and then with a knife or a pizza cutter, you're just going to cut that out.
All right.
Normally, we do recommend you wearing gloves when you do this.
Yeah. I feel like
for
I'm
the
touching
show
food. I
today,
should wash my hands. Well, I did. They're not dirty, but
we're just going to wing it for the show today, though.
exactly. All right. So I'm using the pizza cutter approach, and I think it's kind of going sloppy, but I guess it doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
All right.
And then,
Now, do you have to bake the fondant after you do this, or is it just sort of ready to go once you...
so from the store, you can bring it straight out of the box and knead it until it's soft. The one that you would make on your own, that one you would refrigerate for about 24 hours.
Okay. Excellent. So mine's kind of like a big 1960s tie. I guess it's going to work for today.
So like mine right now.
Yeah, you have a giant knot on your tie. Thank you to Aaron Brunson, one of our floor guys, for tying that. All right.
Cool. And then if the edges are a little bit sharp, you can just smooth that out a little bit there.
I'm really butchering this.
That's all right. That happens, but practice will make perfect.
It'll look like my tie, kind of messed up. Okay, so we take the little cupcake, I'm assuming.
Yep, so you're going to have that in front of you. If you want to add any decorations to your tie, you can use an edible color to draw on that. Or if you wanted to use another color fondant, you can get a little bit of water and a paintbrush and dip it, and the water will act as a glue.
Okay, you know, and I had no idea there were edible markers. These are really cool.
They're really fun.
So it's just like basically sugar and food dye, I'm guessing, inside there?
Yeah, I'm guessing so, yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
So once you have your tie ready, you can place it onto your cupcake. If you're doing it straight from rolling out, it'll be a little bit more flexible, and it'll take a little bit more to the shape of the cupcake.
Okay.
If you let them sit, because you can make these a couple days in advance, and they're a little bit more stiff, and that's in the trays over there.
So I kind of made a joker tie. I made a little bit of a polka dotted joker tie, and this is really easy for people to do, actually. And you guys have a few things coming up. You have a Pima County Home and Garden Show. What are you guys going to be doing there?
Yeah, so we're going to have a booth there on the 9th, 10th, and 11th, and we'll be sharing our cause and letting people know what we do, so people have are aware of our fundraiser.
They kind of put a face to the name, and no doubt you guys are going to have some good treats there too.
We hope so. Yeah.
We hope so. And there's always fundraisers going on for Cakes for Causes, because what you guys do is not free, it's not cheap for you guys to put it on. So you have a fundraiser coming up, actually.
Yeah, we will be having a fundraiser at Texas Roadhouse on the 14th. This will be at the Marana location or the Wilmot location.
Yum. Okay, so people can go out, they can eat, they can give back to Cakes for Causes. And really quick, if they can't make it to these fundraisers, what can they do to sort of help you guys out?
Definitely, if they can visit our website. Okay. There's information there. And we're always looking for volunteers and people to come out and help bake as well.
Excellent. Now, do you have to know how to bake? Because I would be terrible. I don't really know. I'm not really good in the kitchen.
We are also looking for apprentice bakers. So
okay.
if you are able to come out and help us at some of our bake day events, that is always good.
Come out and help, become a certified baker. And Isela, as always, thank you for bringing the fun.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Now, on Wednesday, June 14th, like we were saying, 10% of all sales at Texas Roadhouse's Wilmot and Marana locations will go back to Cakes for Causes when you present that fundraiser flyer that you saw. You can get more information and print that flyer at cakesforcauses.org. And of course, for more details, you can call 303-7893.